Hi, everyone. Welcome to our last session of Module 7. I am very thrilled to be with you right now in this last session of Module 7, guys. This is our last week of Module 7. So let's get the ball rolling for this last week of Module 7, guys. My name is Arlette Ivonne Macedo Ortega. And in this session, we are going to learn how we are going to participate in the Learning Forum, in the Integrative Forum, and I'm going to give some example of how to do the project. In case you have any question, please let me know your question or comment in the chat, and I can read your questions along the presentation. So let's start right now with the Learning Forum. What is the Learning Forum of this week? In this forum, you will have to tell your partners about what you learned and about what you want to continue learning. Then you can also need to answer the question, your life has changed before studying Prepa Online SEP? Well, apart from that question, there are other questions that can guide your participation in this forum. These are just some suggestions that I make for you guys. The first one is, what did you learn in this module? What did you learn in Module 7? I learned, you can say, how to contrast, how to talk about in past simple, how to describe actions that were happening at the moment, a specific moment in the past, whatever, okay, you learn in this module. What would you like to continue learning? I would like to continue learning English on my own, or I would like to enroll in a language school to continue with English. What kind of skills have you developed in this module? I have developed reading and listening skills more, etc. You will tell me. What do you think of studying English? Is it useful for you? You can say, yeah, it's useful for me because, or no, I don't think it's useful because, or yes, I think it's really useful because. Has the idea about the study of English changed after you studied Module 6 and 7 of Prepa Online SEP? And you can say, yes, it has changed, or no, it hasn't changed. The idea about the study of English after Module 6 and 7 changed a little, changed a lot, changed a great deal because, so you have to give me a reason. These are just some sample answers. The way you can answer these questions is like this. The idea about the study of English after Module 6 and 7 change a little, change a lot, change a great deal because you need to tell me what you think. So it's important. And that's it in the forum of, in the Learning Forum. Those are the questions that you need to keep, to have into account to answer, to achieve the purpose of the Learning Forum. You need to tell me about what you learned in Module 6 and 7. After that, you have another forum in this week, that is the Integrative Forum. Here, guys, you have to participate at least 4 times. In your first participation, you have to make comments about a situation in the past in which you have some difficulties. Then you have to tell me how you live now and any purpose you have towards the future regarding to this situation. So you have to write a sentence in past simple, a sentence in present simple, and a sentence in future in your first participation. This is an example. When I was 7 years old, I remember I was so scared to darkness. This is my sentence in past simple. In present, now I enjoy the rainy days when the power is off and I can enjoy the silence. Next sentence. I will teach my children not to fear of the darkness. The three sentences are related to each other. Remember, you need to think about a situation in the past in which you have some difficulties. You have to tell me about that situation in past simple. When I was 7 years old, I was scared of darkness. In present, you have to tell me in present simple how you have overcome the situation. Now I enjoy the rainy days when the power is off and I can enjoy the silence. You are telling me in this second sentence how you have overcome the situation. And in the last sentence, you are going to tell me a purpose that you have in the future to overcome the situation. I will teach my children not to fear of the darkness. All right, in your second participation. In your second participation, guys, you have to ask 3 questions to a partner in the forum about the sentences that he or she shared with you. Example, hi, Laura, I have some questions for you. What did you feel when the lights went out? ¿Cómo te sentías cuando se iba la luz? What helped you overcome your fear of the dark? ¿Qué te ayudó a superar el miedo a la oscuridad? How will you help your children not to fear the dark? ¿Cómo le ayudarás a tus hijos a no tenerle miedo a la oscuridad? These are some questions that I can ask Laura about the situation that she described in her first participation. In the second participation, I ask questions to a partner. What about the third participation? In the third participation, guys, you have to answer the questions that your partner asks you. Hi, Diego. I felt nervous. Sometimes I couldn't move and I started to cry. ¿Recuerdan la pregunta? How did you feel when the lights went out? ¿Cómo te sentías cuando se iba la luz? Well, I felt nervous. I sometimes couldn't move and started to cry. The second question, what did you do to overcome the situation? To overcome the fear of the darkness, my mom bought me a small lamp that stayed on all night. Para superar el miedo a la oscuridad, mi mamá me compró una lámpara pequeña que se quedaba prendida toda la noche. And how will you help your children to overcome that fear? ¿Cómo le ayudarás a tus hijos a superar ese miedo? To help my children not to be afraid of the dark, I put stars that glow in the dark on the walls of the rooms. Para ayudarle a mis hijos a no tenerle miedo a la oscuridad, puse algunas estrellas que brillan en la oscuridad en las paredes de sus habitaciones. Y con esto ya le estoy contestando a Diego sus preguntas que me hizo. Now, what do you have to do in your last participation? In your last participation, guys, you have to tell me, you have to give me a conclusion about what you learned in this forum. Me tienen que dar una conclusión de lo que aprendieron en este foro. Puede ser en términos de gramática, lo que aprendieron, cómo aprendieron a superar alguna situación que hayan ustedes compartido en el foro. Bueno, cualquier cosa que ustedes me puedan poner en el foro es válido. Como última participación, ¿ok? Ahí se los dejo a su criterio. Puede ser un comentario respecto a la gramática, lo que aprendieron, un comentario respecto a la situación que ustedes compartieron. Whatever you can write in the last participation is important. Another important thing in this forum, guys, is that every time you participate, label your participation. If it is the first time that you participate in the forum, please label as first participation or first contribution. If it is the second time that you participate in the forum, please label your second participation as second contribution or second participation. If it is the third time that you participate, you can write third participation. And if it is the last participation, you can say, this is my conclusion, or this is my last participation. In that way, guys, it will be easier for me to evaluate you. It will be easier for me to evaluate your participations in this forum. Now, what happens if nobody asks you questions? ¿Qué pasa si nadie te pregunta? Tú ya hiciste tu primera participación y estás esperando a que te pregunten. Tú ya le preguntaste a alguien más como segunda participación, pero no puedes hacer tu tercera participación porque nadie te ha preguntado. Si ese es el caso, hay algunas opciones. La primera, te puedes dirigir a alguien en particular y decirle, oye, ¿me puedes hacer preguntas en el foro? Le puedes escribir a alguien en particular y le dices, ¿me puedes hacer preguntas? Si no, escríbanme a mí y yo con gusto les hago las preguntas, ¿sí? En el foro. Aquí la idea es que alguien de sus compañeros les haga esas preguntas, pero si alguien no les hace preguntas, bueno, como última opción, yo se las puedo hacer, pero escríbanme y díganme, teacher, I need to do my first participation in the forum. Nobody has asked me questions. Can you ask me some questions to do my third participation, para hacer mi tercera participación? ¿Sí? Entonces, les hago las preguntas, las contestan, ya tienen su tercera participación y ya solamente harían también la última participación, and that's it. Ojo, para que ustedes tengan sus participaciones completas, tienen que participar en el foro 4 veces por lo menos, solamente 4 veces. O si quieren más, también lo podrían hacer. Pero yo me voy a dar cuenta de que todo lo que se les pide en este foro esté ahí en su foro. Bueno, ahora vamos a continuar con su proyecto integrador. ¿De qué se trata el proyecto integrador? My Biography. The Integrative Project, My Biography. Vamos a ver de qué es. Give me some minutes. Wait, I'm going to calm down my dog. It's barking a lot and I don't like the disturbance. Wait a minute. Okay, guys. Now, what do we have here? My biography. Answer the questions about your past, present, and future. That is what we saw in this module. In this module, we learn about present simple, present continuous, past simple, past continuous, and future. Illustrate each situation with a photograph or image representing that stage of your life. It's very important to illustrate it. It doesn't matter if it is a real picture of you. The most important is that you illustrate your project. So the first question is, where were you born? We have, where were you born? Where did you live? What were you doing before starting Prepa en Línea CEP? The first question is past simple, and past continuous. The second part of your project is my achievements. You have to put a picture of, that represents your achievements, that means logros,